Check this out. Brand new Ice Barrel 500 just showed up at my door. If you follow my channel, if you subscribe to my channel, you've seen I've done an unveiling of the Ice Barrel 500. I've done my first impressions, and then I just did a review about a week or two ago where I go through the whole thing. We measure it, we get in it, we compare it, we do all these cool things. But I realized at the bottom of it, where the spigot is, it was actually permanently attached. So I thought it was gonna be that way for everybody. I found out after talking to Ice Barrel, after posting that video, that was one of the first, like literally the first one that they shipped out, and it was one they were experimenting with. So the spigot was glued on, in fact. But the production models of the Ice Barrel 500 that are gonna be showing up at your doorstep are going to show up with the spigot not attached. So if you are like me and you're gonna want to hook up a DIY chiller, or any chiller for that matter, you're gonna be able to do it, and it's gonna be very, very easy. So I just wanted to make a quick video. This is literally gonna be the shortest video I've ever probably published on YouTube at all, but I think it's super important that if you are looking to do a DIY chiller or any type of chiller on the brand new Ice Barrel 500, it's gonna be much easier than my latest or most recent Ice Barrel 500 review video is going to show. Let me go show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here we go. This is the Ice Barrel 500 I was sent. I just drained it because I'm gonna actually send it back to them. So let me turn her around. So this is the top chiller port. This is easy to unscrew, I think. I haven't even tried. This looks like it's glued on too. All right, cool. Well, I'm glad we're shipping this one back. So that right there is the top chiller port. That's where the water will go back into your Ice Barrel 500. It's the exact same setup as the 300, but down here is the spigot. See, mine is permanently attached. So I thought I was gonna have to figure out what would fit on here. And surprisingly, I have a few different hoses that wouldn't really fit on this. So I wonder if this was dented, and it looks like it is actually. Looks like it's been beat up a little bit. So I'm super glad to have figured out that this is not a production model 500. And the one I have out front that I will be doing a step-by-step guide on hooking up a chiller to is gonna show up with all of this removed. So it'll be very easy to just attach your chiller right here to the bottom and to the top. And if you're curious what that would look like, this is the DIY setup that a lot of people have followed, and this is pretty much what it'll look like. Now, I have it outside. It's 82 degrees right now here in Florida. It's March 1st, and you can see the tubing does condensate. So if you have this inside, the tubing will condensate. There's a little tiny puddle down there. A lot of people ask me that. So the water kind of just does what it does on these tubes. But basically, we're gonna hook it up right there to the bottom, have our strainer straining out all the big stuff before it goes into the pump, have your tube go into your chiller, and then your return going back into your ice barrel. So that is gonna be the setup for the DIY. I'll do a step-by-step video on how to do that. If you have the 500 and you don't wanna wait for that video, you can just follow this video. It's the Ice Barrel 300 DIY. I will link that at the end of this video and make it super, super easy for you. But a couple of things to talk about that I think might be beneficial is the first question you should ask yourself is, what are you passionate about? When you can align what you want your brand to be with what you're passionate about, that's a powerful concoction for a successful content creation career. This is the Creator's Playbook, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm David Moss Jr. I've been married to my best friend since 2010. We have 4 amazing kids, and I'm now a full-time content creator. The Creator's Playbook is a very simple and easy guide to get you thinking about different ways you can turn your passion into long-term profits and potentially even a very successful business. In the Creator's Playbook, I'm gonna lay out the foundations and give you each step-by-step play that helped me become a successful content creator so that you can talk about products that serve your audience. You don't wanna BS anybody. You want to do a great job, and you wanna put the best information out in front of your audience. Trust that what you're saying actually means something. Trust that you're actually helping someone. When you're looking at that camera, you're not looking at a camera, you're looking at one person with one problem, and you have the answer to solve that problem for them. I'm real excited about this, so let's go ahead and jump right in. These things are super insulated, like really, really insulated. So if you plan on using ice or using Ice Barrel's ice molds, I did a test and it was able to keep the temperature almost perfect for 4 days. And that was before we had to leave town, so it might have kept the water nice and cold longer than 4 days, but 4 days is what I was able to test, and it went up literally 1 degree. And that was on a day, it was like between 70 and 80 degrees. It's been getting pretty hot here in Florida. So super impressed with that. Super impressed with the insulation. And the reason I'm bringing that up is if you do go with a chiller, I have kits for the 1 horsepower chiller, which I highly recommend if you're going with the Ice Barrel 400. But if you're gonna go with the 300 or the 500, you could get away with a 1/4 horsepower, or if you live in somewhere that's really, really hot, I would say maybe the 1/2 horsepower. It's really your preference. You gotta understand a smaller horsepower chiller and smaller components are going to allow for a much slower water flow and a much slower time cooling your water. And if it's really, really hot and you don't have the insulation of the 500 or the 300, it could have a hard time keeping your water to the temperature that you want. So if you have any reservations at all, the 1 horsepower has been bulletproof, 1/2 horsepower has been great, and then the 1/4 horsepower will work for you as well. So I just wanted to make a quick video. This is literally, this is my phone. I got nothing crazy going on. I just wanted to answer these questions because I get a lot of them in my private messages and in my DMs. If you have any questions, you want to reach out to me, go to DMaus Jr., DMAUSJR on Instagram, DM me, be my friend. That'd be super cool. If you have any questions, post them down in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking about the 500. Let me know what you're thinking about the 300 and the 400. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm going to do a step-by-step, way more easy to follow video soon on hooking up a chiller to the Ice Barrel 500. But I wanted to get this information out there since the 500s are starting to show up. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I just finished the open. So if it's all shaky, I just finished the CrossFit open and my arms are dead. Whew. My arms are dead, like brutal. If you finished the CrossFit open, let me know what you did. Post it down in the comments below. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Oh, and then, yeah, check this video out right here. This is the video where I show you how I actually hook up this setup right here. So it'll be right there. Make it super easy for you guys. See you on the next one. Phew.